What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you. This is for the week of, I guess, April 28th, 2019. And it's been a week where I haven't earned too many trophies, so this shouldn't be too long of a video. I know I say that every video, and it turns out being super long. But no, this week I want to keep it short, not too much to talk about, and not too many games played. But anyway, to start it off, we have Star Wars Battlefront 2, and this is the game that really took up a majority of my week. Just Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 took up a majority of my week in general. The Battlefront 2 took up a lot of my week, and especially my weekend, because it was triple XP, so people were on there playing a lot of that and boosting that game a lot, and we tried to get that whole game done in the weekend, like XP boosting wise, but it was a lot and it ended up not getting done. So it'll happen later on, but I'll talk about that game a little bit at the end and just in general. Up next, we have Star Wars Battlefront 1. I did get the everything done. As you can see, I got the platinum. So I got everything done, got the platinum. That's out of the way. I'm really just glad to get that game done at this point. It's been going on for a while, but with Battlefront 2 and how that went, I was just glad to get it done. So that's done. That's over with. We can move on and hopefully get done Battlefront 2 sometime soon, but I'm not going to try to rush anything. I'm just going to play as I would usually. And then up next and last, we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which the new Fate of Atlantis DLC came out for. So I did play that on day one. There's one more thing that I have to get through with that. I basically got through the whole DLC, and then there was one trophy. There's a missable trophy that I did what I was supposed to do, but apparently it wasn't everything that I was supposed to do. So I do have to do a few other things in order to get this Conqueror trophy, but I should be able to get that pretty easily. But yeah, that's all I've been doing with that. And again, I should be able to do that in a few hours. I'll probably knock that out tonight if I stream or anything. But yeah, that's all I've been playing this week. What do I plan on playing in the upcoming week? I'm probably going to obviously finish the Odyssey DLC, and then, probably go back to Drive Club and do a few other things. But I kind of want to try to figure out what I want to do. I've been up in the air a little bit about what I want to play, so it's been quite interesting. And like I said, this is going to be a very short episode. Usually these go on for 40, 45 minutes. I know people have been asking for an hour, but this is going to be a short one. But the big thing that I want to talk about this week is, so Star Wars Battlefront 2. We tried to boost the XP all this weekend during triple XP, and I'm not going to say that it was an unsuccessful effort. I mean, we weren't able to all get level 50. Kind of sucked, but whatever. We got pretty high. I think I got to level 41 or 42 or something like that. So it would have taken 6 more hours of boosting the way we were boosting in order to finish it up. So there was still a significant amount of boosting that would have been needed to get to level 50. But that game, between playing it, so the double XP started Thursday night. Between Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday, that's 4 days. I just burnt myself out from that game. And then of course, Sunday night, I went and got the Battlefront. Well, I tried to get the Battlefront 1 Platinum, but I was so burnt out from Star Wars. It was awful. It was awful. I don't think I've ever been burnt out like that, but that was a lot. That was a lot. And I know I've been saying it over the past few months, really. I just want to slow down a little bit with the multiplayer. And mainly when it comes down to it, I want to slow down with the bigger boosts, like the bigger games that are boosted. And the reason that I'm talking about this with Battlefront 2 is because it was done with Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. These are both games where you need a significant amount of people in order to boost the trophies. Battlefront 1, you need 12 people for some stuff, 16 people for other stuff. Most of the stuff can be done with 4, but you need 12 and 16 to get through some of the stuff. Battlefront 2, most of it, you need 8 people for trophies. Some of it you need more, some of it you need less. So, it's the same thing. But I'm to the point where I just don't want to be boosting big games like all the time or at all if I really have to. I would personally like to sit down and kind of start playing through these games that I've done the multiplayer for and not really keep adding stuff to my backlog. Even though I own the game, like I want to do it at some point, I would really like to go back to the old way of how I used to trophy hunt, where I would do the single player or some of the single player, try to do the multiplayer while I was doing the single player, and really just do it that way. It's fine to do the multiplayer first in games, but it's gotten to the point where like I've done so many of these games where I've done the multiplayer and I can just play the game and get the platinum, but I can't even get around to playing the game to get the platinum because I'm moving on to the next game after that. So it's like it's game after game after game, it's happening, and then I'm never able to finish anything, and that's just that. So I would personally like to go back to the old way of trophy hunting. I'd like to really go back and finish up all the games that I've done the multiplayer for recently in the past year and a half, because that's really how long I've been doing this multiplayer thing for, is probably about a year and a half. And I've probably done about 100 games or so with like this mentality of just doing the multiplayer, and that's it. So I would personally like to kind of hop off that train and start playing games and playing single player games. And, if it's a game where you can do it with less than 4 people, then I don't have an issue with it. That's fine. I'll do it. But games where it requires 8 people, 12 people, like a lot of people like that, I kind of would like to stop doing them. I know that there's a few more games that I still want to do on my list. Like I want to do The Last of Us Remastered. I want to do Uncharted 2 DLC and possibly Uncharted 3 DLC. I don't know about that one yet. But there's still things that I want to do that require a big group of people, or bigger group of people, and I'll get around to them at some point, but they're not going to be the top of my priority at the moment. And I'm going to try to get done games rather than keep adding games to the list. Another game that I think we're going to start this week, which I have already had it on my list, had it on my list forever, is I believe we're doing Call of Duty Ghosts sometime this week. So, I don't know how long that'll take. I've heard that'll take a week to do everything. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. But yeah, I would like to kind of stop the whole, just multiplayer all the time. And I think I've talked about this, other weeks, is the reason that I want to not really be on that multiplayer only diet and I want to stop doing that is because I personally feel like everything is like a schedule, more or less. Like, I'm basically living my life when I come home from work like I'm on a schedule, or like when I'm not working, like I'm on a schedule. Like when I'm at work, I'm already on a schedule. I'm trying to get stuff done in time. I'm doing stuff, I have a list of things that I want to do, and that's how I'm working. When I come home from work, I don't want to have to be put through the same thing that I'm doing at work in my free time. And that's one of the things that really irritates me. Or it's been irritating me recently, is like I come home and I'm like, who's going to at me to do this? Or who's going to, I'm going to start doing this. And then who's going to be like, who's going to complain that I didn't organize something that night to get a trophy done? Or what do I have to organize? Like, I just want to come home. It's gotten to the point where like, not that gaming isn't fun, but it feels more of like a hassle to do stuff than like to just sit down and play a game. Like, I just want to sit down and like enjoy a game, I don't mind hopping on and trying to get trophies done and doing all that, but like personally during the week, especially during the week, I would love to just come home and like just be able to play whatever game I want to play and either live stream it or just play it. Like, that's what I personally would like to do. I don't want to have to come home from work every single day and be like, oh, what are we boosting today? What do I have to organize? Oh, I'm supposed to be playing with this person? Well, I can't play with this person. Like, it's like there's so much juggling happening and there's so much organization and planning that needs to be done. It's just like, I want to be out of that. I want to come home and I just want to play games and like, and the reason that I'm saying this, most of you are probably thinking, well, why don't you just ignore people? Why don't you just tell people no? It's not the point of that. Obviously I could. It's easy to ignore someone and it's easy to tell someone no, but then it's like the whole mentality, not like letting people down. Obviously that's what it is. That's what it comes down to. The mentality of like letting someone down. Right. But it's just like, obviously if those people are counting on you, like they want to get it done and I want to get it done too. Like, let's be honest. And it's not the ideal thing that I want to do, but it comes down to like, would it just be easier to bite the bullet now and get it done or attempt to get it done, or have these people message you day after day after day after day and have to deal with that every single day? You know what I mean? Like, it's either I'm going to get messaged every day or every other day about doing something or asking to do something, or I can just bite the bullet and the first time that they message me, I can do it and then I'm done. Or I can attempt to do it and I'll be done. So it's just like, it's starting to annoy me a little bit, right? Like, I don't want to cut off doing multiplayer games altogether. I don't want to cut out doing multiplayer trophies altogether, but I would like to slow down a little bit. And especially like during the week, yes, like during the week, I would like to really not boost anything at all when it comes down to it. During the week, I want to come home from work. I want to be able to sit down, relax, eat dinner, work out, and then stream or play a game or do something relaxing, right? Like, not saying that boosting is not relaxing. It can be, depending what you're doing or who you're playing with. But for the most part, I would like to be on my own schedule of being able to come home and relax a little bit on my own, and then being able to do what I want to do instead of, kind of being on edge about what are we doing tonight or who's going to message me or this. So that's what I would like to do during the week. And then obviously during the weekend, I don't have a problem with boosting during the weekend, but it's kind of the same thing. Like, the past month or two, my weekends have kind of been formed around boosting games, right? What are we doing what am I boosting Friday? Oh, I actually said I'm going to boost a game this Friday night. Oh, well, I'm not going to go out with my friends this Friday night. I'm going to ignore them and boost this game because that's what I said. Oh, we're doing this on Saturday. Well, I'm not doing anything Saturday, it looks like, because I'm going to be boosting this all day. Oh, Sunday. Yeah, we were supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just day after day after day. Like, I can't just go to sleep. Well, I could. It would be easy. I could just go to sleep and just ignore everyone, right? But then I would catch all the flack at the end of the day. And like I said, I want to get this stuff done. It's not that I don't want to get it done. It's just like there's so much of it, right? And like the past month or two, I'm not blaming anyone for this, but every Sunday we did Star Wars Battlefront. Every Sunday we did Battlefront and we went right into Battlefront 2. And I believe it's over for the most part because there's not really anything else to do in Battlefront 2 other than XP and maybe like a few other trophies, but we can do that with the people in our server, right? But it's like weekend after weekend having to basically go through and play the same game every Sunday at the same time. Like, it was good to consistently do it and to get it done. But at the same time, like, basically every Sunday I had to be like, hey, I can't do anything, like, at all, because that was something that took all day and I was kind of scheduling my day around that. So that's kind of something that I want to step away from. And like I said, there's nothing against the people that were organizing it, because that was on them. I didn't have to join them. That was on me. But it was nice that they did it because it was consistent and we eventually got it done. But that's more on me to make the choice of not joining stuff like that and kind of stepping back if it comes down to it. You know, obviously I wanted to get Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2 done. So for me to join them and to do it, it was nice to get it done, and I appreciate it, and we got it done. But like I said, that's going to come down to a me choice to not join stuff like that, and to kind of step back and be like, okay, I need to stop doing this, and I need to do more for me instead of helping other people. Or, you know, again, it's not really helping other people because I'm getting the trophy as well. So, you know, or I need to step back and not use my time like that, right? So that's more what it comes down to. Again, it's going to be what it's going to be. You know, I say this now, but, you know, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, I might take a complete 180 and be like, hey, I actually want to do this stuff now. So, you know, it's how I feel at the moment, that I would really like to just stop or slow down on doing these big games. Like, obviously, I'm still going to play online games. I have 1,000 games to play, right? Like, I'm never going to play all of them, but like, I have hundreds of games that I would like to get through and eventually play at some point, and they're never going to get played if I never do certain parts of them. I would like to stay focused on doing PS3 multiplayer more than anything, but I know that there's other people that want to do stuff like the Call of Duties on PS4. But, you know, this is just me personally, I want to focus on doing multiplayer on the PS3. So I might sit down and kind of look through some stuff and kind of figure out what I want to do. There's some games, like, obviously with Mortal Kombat 11 coming out like a week ago or whatever, I really would like to sit down and do like MK9 and possibly MK10, the multiplayer at least. But I would like to sit down and go through my PS3 multiplayer and figure out what I want to do, because obviously I should really have priority, or older games should have priority when it comes to boosting, right? Because why boost something that's 1 year old when something that's 10 years old could go down? That was the whole purpose of me really doing boosting in the first place, was obviously I wanted to get the trophies, but my main concern was server closures, you know. And what kind of kickstarted that was Killzone 2, you know. Always wanted to do, or Killzone 2 and 3, because I always wanted to do the Killzone franchise. And when the servers got announced, I was kind of like, oh, maybe I should kind of hop on them and do them. And that's kind of how I'm feeling with every other game. Luckily, most games will give you some sort of server announcement when they shut stuff down, but there's other games where it comes out of nowhere, and those are the games that you have to pay attention to. You know, you have games like Rory McIlroy on the PS4, you know, a game that's only a few years old, and the daily tournaments are broken, and who knows if they'll ever be fixed. You have games like Tiger Woods, these are both golf games, but Tiger Woods 14, I've been informed from my video like last week or 2 weeks ago that it's unobtainable because of the tournament trophy. That EA never officially announced that it was going to become unobtainable, but they took the website down that you had to use it through. So it's just like, there's stuff like that where, like, obviously a server announcement for the actual servers is good, right? Much appreciated. 3 months is enough time to really do any game that you want to do. Even Far Cry 2. If you had 3 months to do Far Cry 2, you could do it. You could do Far Cry 2 in like a month if you really wanted to. Less than that. But it's those other trophies, those daily trophies, those weekly event, like, those are the trophies that you should pay attention to. And really, I've been looking through games recently and trying to figure those out. And I really should focus on those out of anything, because, you know, the game that really had me looking at those and start to pay attention to them was when I did Dirt Rally. Because if you don't know anything about Dirt Rally, there's probably half a dozen trophies, possibly more, that are related to daily events, weekly events, and monthly events. And the monthly and weekly events are easy enough. You just have to complete them. But there's daily events where it's like certain events that have to happen. And eventually, at some point, Codemasters, because they're known for this, they're just going to stop it. And they'll probably not announce anything. They'll just stop everything. So, and the reason I say Codemasters is known for that is because they do that with many of their games, unannounced stuff, and just shut servers down. Or like Dirt 2, like, hey, we're taking DirtNet down. They never said anything. They just took that bad boy down. So it's like impossible to get the Dirt 2 platinum. But yeah, those are the trophies that I'm trying to pay attention to. But when it comes down to it, you know, just doing all the online would be ideal. But again, I want to focus more on the PS3, kind of sit down and figure out what's there to do. Most PS3 games when it comes to boosting are either one, very easy, or two, very hard. There's no middle ground of like, this is kind of like understandable. Like they're either usually very easy or very hard. And that's one of the things that I hate. But you know, it's going to be what it's going to be. And like I said, when it comes to this actual servers, like most games are going to get official server shutdowns, and you know, you'll be good to go. Especially big games, AAA games that you have, they'll be announced, and you'll know, you know, plenty of time in advance. But it's those either A, those little games, or B, those little trophies like the daily events and stuff like that that can really get you down. Because that's just how it is. Like there's plenty of games on the PS3 where the servers are still up, but there's a few trophies here and there that are unobtainable because of using external websites or stuff like that. And it just sucks. It just sucks. I personally wish that, you know, Sony would look at trophies a little more, or take them a little more serious than they do. Obviously, they're never going to, because it's probably not financially it doesn't financially make sense for them to do certain research and force companies to do stuff in the long run. Like obviously to me and to you and to all the other trophy hunters, it does, because that's your hobby. But does it make sense financially for them to do something on a game that's 10 years old? You know what I mean? Because it would be nice for developers to be able to put a patch out, and essentially for trophies like that, where it's like the website went down or anything like that, like for them to fix it, right? Because that's not right. You know, it's not our fault that, you know, their website went down. It's not our fault that they wanted to not maintain their website. Now we can't get the platinum for it. So it sucks. A game that happened for, and surprisingly they brought it back, was Bad Company 1. There was a trophy for like taking something in a photo mode and uploading it, and it was unobtainable for years. And then out of nowhere, EA fixed it. Just the strangest thing. I wish more developers would do stuff like that. But again, it financially doesn't make sense for them to do that. So they're not going to do it. But anyway, I'm diverting off topic here. Back to what I wanted to talk about. I want to look through my PS3, figure out what games I want to play, and do the multiplayer for, and then kind of go from there. Because there's also a lot of games on the PS3 where it's like, it's complete bottom of the barrel. Like I would like to do it, but it's like I'm probably not gonna do it. Like games like Inversion and Binary Domain and Quantum Theory. Like there's games like that where it's like I would like to do it, but in reality, it's probably not gonna happen, just because of the amount of A, people I need, or two, time that it takes. And time that I don't want to spend doing it. So we'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, I'll say it again. I want to focus on the PS3, kind of get through all that stuff if possible, and then go to the PS4. And then obviously on PS4, if there's stuff that comes out here or there, or people want to do stuff here or there, I'll do it if there's people. But my personal focus, I would like to make it on the PS3 and get a majority of that stuff done if possible. And I've actually been thinking about it the past few, probably the past week or so. I want to go back and do MotoGP 09 and 09-10 and 10-11, because I got those two big trophies. So I would like to just go back and just clean up the rest of the online and possibly get those platinums. So that might be something that comes up. I don't know. But when in regards to streaming, I did this last week. I streamed something on Saturday, and then I picked like a really crappy game, which was Bricks. If you guys want to see more stuff like that when I stream, I don't know if you guys show up to the stream, but if you want to see more stuff like that when I'm streaming, like just out of nowhere getting platinums like that, let me know. You know, I don't want to spend all my time playing stinky platinums and doing that. I mean, obviously I could every time I stream, I could get, 5 platinums if I wanted to, but I really don't want to do that, because it's probably not like super entertaining to people. And I really don't care about trophies that much. I mean, I talked about this last week about easy platinums, and I just don't care that much about getting trophies, like, or my numbers. I care more about getting games that people are going to say, wow, you got that done, rather than like, oh, it's just another platinum, basically. So that's what I'm trying to stay away from. But if people want to see those games, or you want to see a platinum like that every stream, then just show up to the stream and let me know. And I can easily just play a game off to the side after I get done what I want to get done. Because most of the times when I go into a stream, I have an idea of what I want to play. Most of the times when I go in, I'm like, that's what I want to do. Let's do it. But I might get sidetracked here or there, or I might just get tired of the game. So, you know, it'll be what it'll be. But anyway, I think I'm going to wrap the video up here. I'm not sure how long I've been going on for because I don't know if you could tell earlier on, I took a break, I took a cut because I had to go do something. So, like I said, it's going to be a shorter episode than usual just because I didn't do too much this week. And really this upcoming week, I don't really plan on doing too much. I mean, obviously Odyssey. And then my main goal after I do Odyssey, I know I wanted to try to finish Drive Club last week, but I didn't play it at all. So my goal after that's probably going to be to get through the rest of the Drive Club DLC. I don't really like to stream racing games, so that's why I really haven't been streaming Drive Club. So I probably won't stream that until it comes to the Platinum. And then after Drive Club, I'll be doing Drive Club Bikes. And I did get Drive Club VR in the mail, but I probably won't be doing that on stream. I don't even know if I'll be doing that at all because I don't know if I can handle that VR. My head might just explode if I do that. But we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Let me know what you guys have been playing down in the comments below. If you're looking forward to any games that are coming up, I really do appreciate all that, and I will read everything. Down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff like my Twitter, my Twitch, this channel or this page right here if you want to go look at it, and you know, my playlist to all my platinum trophies that I've earned over the past, I don't even know how many years. That playlist finally broke 100 videos. I'm pretty proud of myself. But yeah, there's links to all types of stuff down in the description below, so if you want to go check any of that stuff out, I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like, leave any questions or comments down in the comments below. If you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this, and I hope to see you all around sometime soon.